Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. It's the incomparable Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself. One of the greatest fighters of all time. A sparkling record and one of the best to ever do it.
This bout is...
And this one has all of the... Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. No rest for the weary. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this far.
Good work. You were thinking, you were back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of it.
And there's the bell for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense, all the time. Unlucky to miss with that jab. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
A judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
What are you doing?
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Just box it. Just be smart.
And there's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't land the jab there. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That right hook won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither fighter willing to slow down. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Right hook. Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
There's the bell for round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
How about that time counter shot? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. Carrying away the right hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Good counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next. Back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Her stamina is off. Whoa, wait a minute! Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats go down? And right back into the fray.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the good.
Oh my God, Johnny! Rocky Marciano was supposed to be the one knocking this guy out. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I need to see that again.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Punch, counter punch. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. That knockdown's going to be, we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter. Get this boxing back together. I need you to focus on...
There's the bell to start round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Holding on here for a minute. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
They're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Couldn't land that jab. The stamina is off the charts. Every time they throw it, the final 10 seconds of the round. Did you see that? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10.
I need you to switch back on.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle.
Whoa, Johnny! Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, Recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. Just misses with that uppercut. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Round 8, and we're off again. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he scores with the counter. Rocky Marciano, few have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Rocky Marciano in trouble. Do you believe this? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Are we about to witness history? The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a